Miles?
Hi.
It's pretty early, isn't it?
Yeah, for you too.
Yeah, well, I'm a 9-to-5er now. I don't have much of a choice. Listen, did you see Mom this morning?
I haven't been up to the main house. Why?
She didn't come down for breakfast. I went and checked her room, and either she made her bed already or she didn't sleep in it.
Well, maybe she had an early meeting.
Yeah. Oh, she was probably with Todd. Hey, you went and spoke with Todd last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried to.
What do you mean?
This is what I got for trying to do the right thing.
Well, I think the headline is great. I just think the editorial's a little heavy-handed. Well, you said that Lindsay deserved the award because she killed Spencer. Todd, I'm so not disagreeing with you. I just don't know if it should, actually go into print. That's all. No, listen, you went back to the office and you wrote that article right after you had the little incident with Miles. And to me, I don't know, it just sounded a little bloodthirst. Well, I'm worried about you, that's all. Well, I'm sorry. That's just what I think is... You know what? I'm going to have to let you go. Will you call me if you hear anything on Lindsay? Okay. What are you doing with that?
Well, it occurred to me that it might have gotten left behind during all of the commotion. So I sent Clayton over there this morning to the palace to look for it, and voila.
You went to all that trouble to get an award that's not even yours?
Well, I thought a responsible person should take charge of it until the committee chooses a more suitable recipient.
You stole it, didn't you?
I was told to bring this prisoner up from holding.
Tell John McBain that this isn't going to work. I'm not saying a word until my lawyer is present.
Lieutenant McBain didn't ask to see you.
Then who did?
I did.
You arrested Lindsay without notifying my office.
Well, it's nice to see you too. I had to move fast.
I hope you had enough probable cause.
How does this work for you?
Okay, that should do it. Now, who wants to be my personal assistant? Yeah? Okay, because, it's a really important job and it comes with really good benefits. The main one being that you get to paint your toy box without getting fired.
Can I paint it whatever color I want?
Absolutely.
Jessica bought that for me.
Clint.
Hi. You got a minute?
Yeah, sure, but Jessica's not here.
Yeah, I know that. Jessica called me and said that you were on your own, so I thought I'd take you out to breakfast.
Oh, that's very kind. Look, I don't want to be rude, but I really have an extraordinarily busy day.
So.
What? I do. I have a really... I don't want to be rude.
Nash, are you having money trouble?
Did you have a proper warrant to search Lindsay's apartment?
I did.
Based on what evidence?
Well, for starters, Marty Saybrook saw Lindsay coming out of Blair's hospital room wearing a bloody dress.
Do you have a report from the crime lab?
Not yet, but the blood on the dress will be Truman's.
Could have been planted.
It wasn't.
All right, so let me get this straight. Lindsay murders a man she doesn't even know and then keeps evidence that implicates her. Why?
There's nothing for us to talk about, Bob.
You don't think so?
I mean that I won't talk about my case with you until I have a lawyer here.
All right. You've requested to have a lawyer present in front of witnesses. So anything you say to me now would be inadmissible. I really would like to talk to you. Would you like to sit down? Do you want anything? Coffee?
Oh, thank you. No, I'm jumpy enough as it is. Why are you being so nice to me? Are you and John playing good cop, bad cop?
I'm sorry that you would even think that I would do something like that.
I have to be on the defense. Even with you.
I'll tell you my problem. I don't believe that you really did this. See, I can't figure out what reason that you could possibly have to want to see Spencer Truman dead.
You know what? Sometimes it's okay to make a change, and I think that Jessica would understand. So, why don't you and I get started here, okay? You can paint your toy box any color you want. You can paint it a bunch of different colors if you want. Does that sound good? Why don't you get started and make sure that you get paint all over the floor. I'm kidding. Hi.
Hi, Jamie.
Come in. And thanks for bringing stuff over.
Working on your day off?
No. I'm maybe tonight, but right now, Jamie and I, we're going to do a little painting. I'm going to do the trim, and she's going to be my trusty assistant.
Are you gonna paint a dinosaur? Well, that's really cool. All right, well, okay. I will leave you two to your painting.
Want to help me paint my dinosaur?
Gotta be kidding me. A person can't even get a loan in this town without everyone knowing about it?
Answer my question.
No, I'm not having money problems. I got to get some equipment. I don't have any cash. All right?
Now, wait a minute here. I thought when Antonio bought in that you used the cash to fix up this place and then buy whatever you needed to go into production.
I did.
So what do you need the loan for?
Clint, please, look, I know your father just passed away. You got to have a lot of stuff to worry about besides worrying about me.
Are you going to tell me why you need money, or do I have to call Jessica on you?
You're not going to give up, are you?
Not a chance.
I need the money to buy out Antonio.
I see, and that's kind of a awkward situation, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's more than that. Antonio, he wants out. He wants his cash now, and I get that. I do. But if I don't get him the cash in the next couple of days, he's going to sell to the highest bidder. It could be a stranger, and I can't handle that,
Yet you're having trouble getting a loan.
I'll figure it out. I have to.
I'm sorry I was acting suspicious before, but I know John has a lot of questions that he wants the answers to.
We both do.
I can't talk about this with you unless I have a lawyer present.
You remember when we were sitting in your gallery and you were talking about gin, and you told me that you had something that you wanted to tell me? Is this it?
You know I can't answer that question. I wish that I had had the guts to talk to you that night. Would have made things a whole lot easier. But all that doesn't matter now anymore, does it? John's building a case against me. Nora had to suck it up to introduce me as Woman of the Year. I bet she's just chomping at the bit to prosecute this case.
And Lindsay, help yourself. All right? If you did this, there had to be extenuating circumstances. Tell your attorney what those circumstances were. Or tell me.
You?
Yeah, me. Maybe there's something that I could do to help. I'd really like to do that. If you'd let me try.
Lindsay's not cooperating.
Surprise, surprise.
You're still going to get a good case.
John, I'm on your side here, okay? Marty's a good friend of mine, and nobody knows better than I do what Lindsay's capable of. If she did this, I want to nail her.
She did it.
Okay. But let me just be her defense attorney for a second here. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, the state has accused my client, based on a statement by Marty Saybrook, who's already previously confessed to the murder that my client now stands accused of. And then suddenly, Marty Saybrook remembers seeing Lindsay Rappaport walking out of the murder room wearing blood on her dress. And lo and behold, the bloody dress is found by the police in Lindsay's closet. Now, Miss Rappaport may not be a saint, but she is sane. And what sane person would hang on to evidence that connects them to a murder?
Hey, you know, maybe she didn't know what to do with it. Or maybe she was afraid someone would find it when she dumped it. You ever think of that?
John, Lindsay's lawyer called me. If we press charges against her, he's going to file a motion to suppress Marty Saybrook's data.
On what grounds?
The guard said he heard you telling Marty that Lindsay was the murderer, not the other way around.
We really got to get some new guards around here. Look, she already remembered seeing Lindsay.
John, we lose that statement, we lose the dress, and we got Bupkis. Besides, Marty's not the most reliable witness here.
You really think Bupkis? Look, you know, Marty's testified in a lot of cases as an expert.
By her own admission, her memories of that night are confused. And besides, the jury might think that she just got tired of sitting in jail and pulled Lindsay's name right out of a hat.
Did you know that Lindsay went and saw Truman a few days before he was murdered? Hey, maybe he had something on her. You know, that was kind of his M.O.
Okay, that's speculation, John. I mean, Marty didn't claim that she actually saw Lindsay stabbing Truman, right?
Right.
And Rex was found next to the body when Bo and Antonio were at the murder scene. Any chance Rex saw Lindsay?
He says not.
Did Marty see Rex?
No.
Rex had blood all over his hands, and he was holding the murder weapon. That's more circumstantial evidence we have on him than we have on Lindsay Rappaport.
Walsall didn't do it. Lindsay did.
How do you know?
I got an eyewitness and a bloody dress that says so.
And we got a boatload of reasonable doubt. John, we need more. We go to trial right now, we don't have a prayer of getting a conviction.
I did not steal it. I was doing my civic duty.
Oh, yeah, by making sure some busboy didn't pocket it? Mm-hmm.
Well, that's exactly right. And I'll give it back to the... I will give it back to the committee this afternoon. But they are surely going to disqualify Lindsay. And, well, honey, I've done an awful lot of things that I'm proud of in the past year.
I knew it! I knew you stole that!
It is not impossible that they would choose me.
Oh, come on. You'd be the committee's third choice. That would be behind an accused murderer.
Sometimes it takes people time to get it right.
Oh, come on. Do yourself a favor. Just get that back and forget about it.
And why should I?
Well, let's see. Nora ended up in a coma. Evangeline is in a coma. And Lindsay's in a jail cell. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Ooh, maybe you're right. Maybe I should convince them to give it to Vicky for a second time.
You're awful. Give me a headache. I've got too much to think about anyway right now.
Well, something about Todd. I heard you talking to him when I came in. You sounded worried.
I am.
What's he done now?
Miles Lawrence told Todd last night that his baby was alive and well right here in Landview.
Good heavens.
Yeah. Miles just can't help himself. He has to torture Todd.
And I'm sure Todd had a very reasonable response.
Oh, you bet he did. He beat the crap out of him. And he told him if he mentioned Todd's son one more time to him, that he would kill him with his bare hands. And you know what? He meant it.
Todd went insane. Thought he was going to kill me.
So I guess you didn't get a chance to tell him about the key.
Nope.
You know, the one time Todd needs to listen and he doesn't.
Yeah, well, Spencer put him through hell, and then I sent him off on a wild goose chase that could have gotten him killed. He used to ask me over and over and over, you got any more information about my son? And I'd always say no. I'm an idiot to think that he'd want to listen to me now.
Yeah, somebody has got to get through to him.
When he went off on me, my first thought was, this is a crazy person. He doesn't need to be around a little kid. I always had that feeling about him. That's why I held out.
Yeah, Todd does have anger management issues, but I swear he's never like that with his kids.
You know, after we talked, I went to the bus station and I opened that locker. I have information about Todd's son. Real, concrete information. I just don't know how to get it to Todd without him killing me.
Honey, you know, painting might be fun for you and me, but you know, for other people, it might not be so much fun.
Well, you already did the part I hate, which is the taping. I actually like to paint.
Well, then why were you hesitating?
I don't want to horn in on your time with Jamie.
Oh, well, if Jamie thought that, then she wouldn't have asked you to stay.
Well, what about you? What do you think?
Well, I think you're dressed way too nicely to do something messy like painting, but you know what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push. Jamie and we can, do this ourselves.
Okay. You're not pushing, and I'd love to help. So do you have another T-shirt lying around for me?
As a matter of fact, I do.
So go get it, and let's paint.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm not so good with dinosaurs. Is this going to be a stegosaurus or like a tyrannosaurus with the little...
Are you going to be my daddy's new girlfriend?
How much cash have you got?
None.
None.
None. I had some. Then I came up with this crazy scheme of how to double it overnight and lost it all.
In Atlantic City?
Foxy Roxy's. I managed to lose my entire savings right here in Landview.
I'm sorry, son.
Hey, thanks for not telling me how stupid it was.
No need.
I take that back. It's actually even worse. Antonio doesn't just have a share in this vineyard. He has the controlling share. So if he sells it out to a stranger will not only have a controlling share of my vineyard, he'll also control my life, my future, Jessica's future, and your beautiful baby granddaughter's future. Look, Clint, I got myself into this. I'll get myself out.
How?
I don't know. I was thinking I could sell futures in next year's crop. I could sell some of the land that I haven't planted yet. I don't know.
There is a much easier solution,
I'm not taking Jessica's money.
Fine. Take it from me.
Do you suppose that Miles is actually telling the truth? That he does know something about Todd's baby?
Todd has asked Miles 1,000,000 times. He always says no.
Yes, but why would Miles intentionally create more trouble for himself?
I don't know. Maybe he's like Spencer. Maybe he can't help but try to make Todd crazy.
Or maybe he realizes how much Todd really does want that baby to be alive. Blair, you know that that's true.
Todd wants his over, and so do I. And I want my children to have a father that's not tormented all the time.
Yes, but Todd keeps trying to convince everybody that that baby is dead. But that's not what he wants at all.
You know what? I don't even know if I could even suggest to Todd that Miles might be telling the truth.
Why not?
Because, Doreen, if I did that, and Todd actually listens to him, and Miles is lying, which he could possibly be doing, then Todd Todd would do exactly what he said he was going to do last night. He would kill Miles.
Todd's not going to change his mind about you.
I figured that out last night.
What if somebody else told Todd what you want him to know?
I can't put you in the middle of this.
What if you told Blair?
Blair hates me as much as Todd does. She was there last night when I was trying to talk to him. And the only reason she stopped him from killing me is because she doesn't want to see Todd go back to prison again.
Blair's definitely between a rock and a hard place. Todd's the father of her kids. You just gotta back him up. But Blair's not as hot-headed as Todd is. So, if you could just get her to believe you, she could convince Todd.
Now that I know what I'm looking for, we can make a solid case together.
What we need is a motive, John.
Help yourself out. Make this right.
I am making this right. I'm protecting your brother, his wife, and their beautiful child.
I think she wanted to keep him quiet about something.
Well, it would be really helpful to know what that something was. Do we think it was premeditated?
She didn't bring anything. I think it's reasonable to assume she grabbed the scissors because they were handy, they were convenient.
The murder was in Blair's hospital room. What was Lindsay doing there? Blair and Lindsay are friends.
Maybe she was already at the hospital. She saw Truman.
And so she went in and saw what he was up to, and then what? She killed him to protect Blair? She killed him to protect herself?
She kills him because she sees a solution to her problem.
Well, we gotta find out what that problem is, or we don't have a case.
You can't help me, Bo.
Why not?
Because John said that this is absolutely going to trial, and the jury is going to see me as a woman who killed the father of her children.
All right, look. A lot of times prior acts are inadmissible. And even if a judge does allow it, it was an accident.
Yeah. I accidentally killed the person other than the person I was trying to kill.
No, Lindsay.
It's not a stretch to believe that I could have done this.
Are you saying that you did?
Janie, Talia can't be my girlfriend. She works with Papa and we're friends, but she already has a boyfriend. And, I don't know the guy. I'm sure he's a really nice guy. So maybe one day, you can invite him over, cook him a meal, something. Sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. I think it's sweet.
Good with the brush?
I'm awesome. Wait till you see my backhand.
Great. Well, let's get started.
Clint, taking money from you is just like taking it from Jessica. Please, come on.
Nash, I'm not giving it to you. It's a loan. I'm going to charge you interest.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now, how much do you need?
That much?
Well, it's just cheaper than buying a new liver.
What's that?
Nothing.
Shouldn't we be drawing up a contract and getting it notarized and all that?
Are you going to pay me back?
Yeah, you have my word.
That's good enough for me. And if you don't pay me back, I'm sending Natalie to find you.
No, not that. Anything but the crazy redhead. Kidding. Look, I do have a condition. Don't tell Jessica.
About what? Well, we don't know motive because Lindsay won't give me a statement. She's also lawyered up.
Well, she's been through this before.
Yeah, at no time did she state she was innocent either. She did this, Nora.
If she's not talking, you're going to have to do all the heavy lifting to put this case together.
Yeah, I know.
Find me a motive.
Yeah. Good. Bring it to me right away, okay? Results are in on the dress.
I'm not confessing to anything. I was talking about my chances of beating this.
Okay. Now, I'm speaking hypothetically. Your best chance to beat something like this, other than to prove that you are innocent, is to claim self-defense. The second best way is to do what Vickers and Marty Saybrook did. They both claimed that they killed Truman to stop him from possibly killing Blair.
But that would be admitting my guilt, hypothetically speaking.
Well, John is convinced that you did it, and he doesn't make accusations like that without a good reason.
Has he shared any of that reasoning with you?
No, not yet, but I'm sure that he's spoken to the district attorney's office.
Right.
And I want you to think about something else. Non-cooperation. That can be interpreted as a sign of guilt.
My breathing is a sign of guilt to Nora.
No, I'm not going to let this get personal. I won't let it.
Well, I really appreciate that more than you'll ever know. Thank you. But I can't confide in you, Bo. On second thought, wait. There is something I want to tell you.
Well, I don't believe this.
You must have a death wish.
We need to talk to you, Blair.
Well, too bad. Get out.
Oh.
What's this?
Oh, Lindsay Rappaport was arrested for killing Spencer Truman. You didn't know about that?
Oh, you know what? Why don't you discuss this someplace else? You can take the paper with you. I won't charge you. Go.
So Marty's being released?
Yes, apparently they don't charge two people for the same crime.
Why would this woman kill Spencer?
Oh, gee, Miles, I don't know. Maybe you can ask her when you're right next to her next jail cell.
Okay, stop. We don't need to get sidetracked here. We came here to do something. Blair, we need to talk to Blair privately.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, Dorian, it's fine. Maybe if I listen to their garbage, they'll leave and then leave Todd alone.
Okay, then. I won't be far away, and if I hear any trouble, I'll be calling security.
Did you not learn anything from, like, last night?
Yes, I did. That's why I'm here instead of at Todd's.
I wanted to bring Miles here. He has information for Todd.
Is this more bull about his son being here in Lambview?
It's not bull.
If you're trying to get to Todd through me, you two are dreaming.
Now, there was a long list of people who wanted Truman dead, and Lindsay was not anywhere on it.
Yeah, but she did visit Truman at the hospital before he was killed. Just no one bothered to question her.
Why, because nobody knew that she was there that night?
The guard Prescott, he confirmed that she was there.
Okay.
Marty remembers seeing her come out of Blair's room wearing the bloody dress. Then we went to her house and we got that same bloody dress.
Where is that lab report?
Lieutenant, this is from the lab.
Thanks. The pieces just keep falling into place.
What is it? What did you want to say?
You've been so fair and understanding with me since Jen died. And no matter what happens now, I want you to know that I'm never going to forget that.
I saw you trying to be a different kind of woman, and I admired that. And I meant it when I said that you deserve to be Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year. What a difference a day makes.
I heard that you stopped by the house after Pa passed away and Nora threw you out.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm used to that.
What was it that you wanted to say?
I know Asa wasn't a perfect person.
Far from it.
And I know that you loved him very much and that you must miss him a lot. And I wanted to know if there was anything that I could do for you. But that's going to be kind of hard to make good on from jail.
Lindsay.
Now let me finish.
Okay.
We've both been through so much. And we finally gotten to a good place. And that just makes me feel so good. And this mess that I'm in now, I can take care of myself. You don't owe me anything.
I know that. But can't I just be your friend? Isn't there anything I could do?
I could use another pillow on the bed in my holding cell.
Done.
How's it going over there?
Fine. I'm just trying to get it as even as possible.
Oh.
Sorry.
You all right?
Yeah, no, I'm clumsy, but I'm fine.
What do you want?
I'm here to talk to you.
Well, you know what? I think you've said enough already.
Well, you know what? I want you out of my life as much as you want me out of yours, so let's end this now, huh?
Okay, so you were right. The blood on Lindsay's dress definitely belonged to Truman, so unless someone else was wearing her clothes, she was in the room when Truman was murdered.
It's also not a passive transfer like the blood on Balsam's clothes. Splatter pattern indicates that she was close.
Wish we had her fingerprints on the scissors.
Working on it.
You know, Lindsay's a smart cookie. Why did she keep this dress?
Hey, look. It's not an open and shut case, I realize that. But it's a damn good start.
A lot of people in this town know what's been going on between Lindsay and me. I don't want to recuse myself. And I don't for 1 minute want anybody thinking that I am framing her. Something's going on here. I want to know what it is.
Honey, why don't you go show Talia your book on dinosaurs?
Let's go. I would love to see that.
Come in. As you can see, I'm in the middle of something, so make it fast.
Yes, sir.
I got the money to buy you out of the vineyard.
You're too late.
What are you talking about?
I already sold my share to somebody else.
What?
Well, I better be going back to my cell. I've got my lawyer coming this
Yes,
morning.
Lindsay. What I said before, that's a standing offer.
Thank you for everything.
Officer Stokes, get you escorting Ms. Rappaport back to her cell.
Yes, sir.
You got a minute, Bo? Sure. Lab just confirmed the blood on Lindsay's dress is Truman's.
Okay.
I haven't determined the exact charges yet, but based on the evidence, we are going to proceed with this.
What about Marty?
I'm dropping the charges against her. I've already started the ball rolling.
She's agreed to testify against Lindsay.
So, here we go again.
Miles admits that he was dishonest with Todd before.
Okay, Natalie, let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why are you taking this little project on? You have a thing for lost causes?
I like to see life work out for people who make mistakes. Like Miles and Todd.
So where are you going to send Todd this time, huh?
Look, You and Todd can do whatever you want with the information that Miles will give you. All we're asking is that you listen to us. If you decide not to, it's fine. We'll go.
And I won't bother you or Todd anymore.
Do you know what this information is?
No, she doesn't.
All I know is that Miles feels that Todd's son is alive. I don't think it would hurt you a bit to listen to what he has to say.
You want me to hear Miles out so I can decide whether I'm going to tell Todd or not, right?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what that puts on me?
Like, I didn't set him up. I misled Todd, but I never set him up.
Oh, right. I know. You didn't even help him when he was unconscious in a body bag, did you?
Will you please, just listen to me. If you don't like what I have to say, you can call your aunt's security and have me thrown out.
All right, why don't you talk? Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks, Blair, and good luck, Miles.
Wait. You're leaving me here with him?
Oh, yeah. This is between you and Todd and Miles.
Okay. You said that Todd's baby was here in Landview. Could you be a little bit more specific?
Yes. He's with Michael and Marcy McBain.
What?
The boy they call Tommy? He's really Todd's son.